Have you ever wondered why money seems to fall from the sky for some people, while others toil for years without much success? In this video, we're unveiling the secret of the sacred code hidden in your birth date. You'll discover why certain numbers can open the door to financial well-being, and what spiritual practices have in common with attracting wealth. If you feel your life needs a change but you're not sure where to start, you're in the right place. Don't miss a second. Watch until the end, and you'll get a surprise. At the conclusion, I'll show you how anyone can set up a flow of money. Please support this video with a like and share your opinion in the comments. It's really important for me to hear your story and feedback. And of course, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss even more inspiring and useful content. A true transformation awaits you. When we talk about a birth date, birthdays, candles, and celebrations usually come to mind first. But behind the familiar numbers of the day, month, and year, there's a marvelous symbolic meaning. Our world is deeply intertwined with the vibrations of numbers, and it's there that many search for the key to a person's destiny, character, and abilities. Imagine that your birth date is a kind of genetic code, not of the biological sort, but of an energetic plane. Each number and each combination is imbued with its own melody, capable of shaping our financial path, from quiet footpaths to the roaring avenues of abundance. Before diving into specific analytical methods, ask yourself a simple question. Do I believe that everything in my life is not just random? If your answer leans even a bit toward yes, you've already taken the first step toward understanding the sacred power of numbers. In various traditions, from Western numerology to Eastern teachings, the notion is that your birth date provides not only psychological traits, but also a certain trajectory for your development. It's said that understanding these hidden signals means gaining the ability to adjust your life, including its material side. In Buddhist philosophy, we see that a person's inner state directly affects what opportunities are attracted to them. In numerology, the digits of your birth date can hint at what you need to work on in order to become more open to the flow of money. Some teachers believe that each digit carries a frequency that becomes activated when we consciously embrace our path. Each of us has a chance to alter our script and awaken our dormant potential. For that, we need two main elements: knowledge and practice. To see how your birth date might influence financial well-being, let's start with the simplest calculation at the heart of classic numerology. Add up all the digits of your birth date, day, month, and year. If the sum is higher than 9, keep adding the digits together until you get a single-digit number. This final digit is believed to be your key to understanding your personal energy and your financial code. Let's say someone is born on July 14th, 1992. We add 1 plus 4 plus 0 plus 7 plus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 2 equals 33, and then 3 plus 3 equals 6. In numerology, the number 6 often represents harmony, creativity, and caring for others. But how does that relate to finances? Here's an example. If a person with a 6 code succeeds in developing the ability to create useful things or offer support to others, money tends to flow more easily to them because their energetic vibration is tuned to service and balance. Such a person might become a successful mentor, coach, interior designer, or family counselor, professions that allow for a creative, unifying approach. However, if they try to pursue a path of fierce competition or cold calculation, they might face constant barriers. It may not sound extraordinary, but coincidences and patterns can speak louder than any theories. Another example is a 1 code. Let's imagine someone's birth date sums up to 1. That's the number of a leader, a pioneer, a person unafraid to go against the current. Ones usually feel an inner confidence and a drive for independent projects, whether it's a personal business or an original concept. They need to feel that they themselves are charting their course, not someone else. Yet an overly zealous pursuit of money can steer them away from their true calling, because at the core of financial success for a one lies the joy of self-realization, creativity, and a clear vision of goals. From a Buddhist perspective of accepting one's destiny, there's an interesting viewpoint. Numbers are merely signposts along our path. They function less like rigid frameworks and more like a flexible map. For instance, if your final number is 5, it can be understood as an invitation to experiment, travel, and avoid getting stuck in a routine. Money usually finds its way to 5s through openness to new ideas and social connections. In fact, actively engaging with the world, endlessly searching for fresh experiences and vivid solutions, often becomes a source of income. If a 5 decides to withdraw from society or fears taking risks, their financial flow may dry up. Keep in mind that your birth date is just one factor among many shaping your future. However, faith and the conscious use of knowledge regarding your strengths and weaknesses can offer a powerful catalyst for positive change. Many people find success not only in the calculations, but also in spiritual rituals designed to strengthen the connection with their own inner power. Imagine starting each morning with a brief meditation in which you quietly repeat, "I am in harmony with my path. My birth date is a source of my growth and prosperity." Even if it's just a couple of minutes, doing it consistently can transform your sense of self-worth and confidence. Another way to befriend your numerical code is to use it in various small decisions, like choosing a day for significant meetings or launching new projects. Some numerologists advise focusing at least once a month on the date that matches your final number. For example, if it's 4, then on the 4th of each month, you can schedule meetings, start new ventures, or make a symbolic contribution to your future, like a small donation or minor investment. It's important to treat such rituals not as strict rules, but as an engaging way to reinforce belief in your own possibilities. In Buddhist teachings, any external shift must start from within. If you feel burdened by fears around money, fear of loss, fear of major responsibility, or distrust of the world, it's crucial to work on your mindset first. It's surprising how often we unconsciously program ourselves for failure by saying things like, "Big money isn't for me," or "I can't handle finances wisely." According to spiritual practices, such beliefs create obstacles on the path to prosperity. That's why replacing them with affirmations based on your birth code can be so beneficial. For example, if you're a 7, your journey may involve deep thought, wisdom, and a drive for exploration. In that case, repeating, "I honor and develop my wisdom, which brings me financial and spiritual growth," can gently but effectively rewire your mind. Bear in mind that different people arrive at the same final digit in different ways. One may be born in May, another in December, or they might have different birth years. Always look at your life as a whole. If numerology suggests a knack for entrepreneurship, but in your heart, you're afraid of taking risks, that's a clue. Work on self-confidence, build financial literacy, or find a mentor. Numbers can point you in a certain direction, but ultimately, you must take the steps yourself. The good news, according to spiritual teachings, is that each rung you climb makes you stronger, allowing you to express the power encoded at birth more fully. In real-life practice, many people begin to notice that coincidences around their birth date aren't so random after all. For instance, if your final digit is 2, signifying a natural talent for partnership and diplomacy, you might discover that you thrive in collaborative projects. Attempt to go it alone, and things might not go as smoothly. Or someone with an 8, widely recognized across many traditions as a symbol of power and money, may find that accepting large-scale responsibility is precisely how they unlock their talent for managing resources strategically. Money flows to 8s when they aren't afraid to handle opportunities and act on a grand scale, aiming for substantial results. Each numeric energy has its challenges. 2s may struggle with excessive reliance on others' opinions. 3s might burn through energy too quickly. 9s may get lost in idealism and overlook practical steps to financial stability. But as the sages teach, wherever there's weakness, strength can also be born if we learn to recognize and address our limitations. No one says numbers decide everything, but when we observe our lives through this lens, we gain a powerful tool for personal development. We should also consider the significance of each birth month. Some traditions place a particular emphasis on it. For example, those born in January, code 1, are often regarded as natural organizers, potentially well-suited to leadership roles. And if someone's month aligns with their final digit, like a person born on May 5th of a certain year, this can double their energetic impulse, both positively and negatively. Some may become tireless creators. Others might wrestle internally if they don't find a worthy outlet for their energy. The key is to recall that numbers fundamentally revolve around harmony, and a person's task is to learn to bring that harmony into their life. In the Buddhist notion of good karma, your birth is no accident, and the universe provides all you need to fulfill your mission. We often hear that money is just a tool, but in reality, it's also an indicator of our capacity to accept the gifts of the universe. If we live in a state of chronic scarcity, perhaps we haven't yet unlocked our birth date's full potential. Open your calendar, look at the day you were born, and ask yourself, how can I use the possibilities it holds? How can I bring real value to the world? When you consciously blend spiritual values into your quest for material prosperity, money ceases to be just a goal. It becomes the natural outcome of your growth. If you're interested in specific rituals, try pairing a numerological approach with short gratitude practices. For example, each month on the day matching your code, light a candle and silently list all the financial blessings you currently enjoy. It could be your salary, or even small perks like a lottery ticket that won you a free coffee. Thank the universe for each opportunity. This isn't magic in the usual sense, but rather a psycho-emotional exercise that strengthens your connection to your personal flow of abundance. As you train your mind to see money in this way, fear and worry begin to recede, replaced by a greater sense of assurance. And that self-confidence often sparks fresh ideas and projects. Naturally, some might wonder, isn't this all just self-suggestion? But if we take an honest look, our everyday lives are indeed filled with self-suggestion. Every day, we convince ourselves of something. Sometimes of our weaknesses, sometimes of our strengths. So why not employ this aspect of consciousness for good? The numbers in your birth date are a convenient anchor that helps steer your thoughts in the desired direction. And when your mind is set to positivity, when you notice solutions instead of obstacles, the opportunities to earn money come knocking more often. Take a look around. Many successful people talk about how synchronicities and coincidences guided them to success when they followed their genuine passions. A birth date can hint at those genuine passions if you pay attention to what activities truly captivate you. For instance, if you're a 3, consider what brought you the most joy in childhood. Maybe you loved performing on stage, but as you grew older, you began to doubt your creativity. And yet it's precisely the vibrant, creative energy of a 3 that can be monetized in countless ways, from writing poetry or music to blogging or hosting events. The main thing is to allow yourself to believe in your inner potential and start exploring it without fear or guilt. Another crucial aspect of working with your birth date is fulfilling your talent in a way that benefits others. In Buddhist traditions, it's often said that a sincere desire to improve others' lives opens the flow of prosperity. Why? Because the energy of kindness, compassion, and mutual support boosts our positive vibrations. When you pursue something you love that also helps people, you naturally enhance your good karma, raise self-esteem, and boost your financial security. After all, people gravitate toward those who sincerely offer something valuable to the world, be it knowledge, products, or services. Admittedly, this can all sound somewhat fantastical to some ears. But look at the business world. It's no secret that the most renowned brands and companies were built at the intersection of 3 elements: calling, an idea deeply rooted in them; structure, the ability to manage resources; and people's trust, their willingness to invest, buy, and support. Your birth date can show you where to search for that deep-down idea, while numerological practices can provide an emotional and spiritual foundation for realizing it. Structure, however, is something we build ourselves by learning management, finance, and more. But when everything is done with the right mindset, the results can exceed all expectations. Of course, life sometimes throws challenges that are beyond our control, unaffected by digits or plans. Yet, as wise teachings remind us, it's precisely during trials and hardships that our soul is tempered, enabling us to reveal our hidden potential even further. That's when you should remember that your birth date is a symbol reminding you of your innate gifts. If you sense that everything's going wrong, turn to your number's energy and meditate on the question: what does my birth bestow upon me? How can I manifest my uniqueness? It may sound poetic, but it's often in such hard times that we discover new abilities leading to an unexpected financial breakthrough. Also, don't reduce your interest in numbers to purely monetary gain. The energy of money is just one facet of a broader flow of abundance, which includes love, creativity, joy in life, and health. If you focus solely on the digits as a shortcut to instant wealth, you risk missing the bigger picture. But if you understand that finances are simply a means to expand your capabilities, and that your true mission is rooted in revealing your potential and helping others or creating something new, then your birth date becomes a guiding star rather than just a financial calculator. Think now, what do I want to achieve in the coming years? How do my aspirations align with my true nature? If the answer is cloudy, grab a piece of paper, write down your number, and note every association it brings up: colors, images, ideas. You might find beloved activities you've always wanted to turn into a profession, or realize that your true calling is to lead others while you've been playing small. In this way, your birth date can help you reconnect with your soul's genuine desire, and with it, attract the financial energy you need. To wrap up this talk on the sacred code of your birth date, remember that each of us is not a static formula, but a living being that grows under the influence of personal experience and mindfulness. By integrating the clues of numbers, Buddhist mindfulness techniques, and simple human wisdom, we develop a deeper bond with our purpose. Some will find themselves in the arts, others in entrepreneurship, still others in research. All paths are valid if they resonate with our nature as revealed by the numbers. Let your birth date be not a limitation, but a gateway to unexplored opportunities. If you already see that some properties of your number help you succeed, use that knowledge consciously, enhance those aspects, and learn to express them boldly in the world. If you feel that your 1 or 9 is clashing with deep-seated fears, view that as a lesson guiding you to overcome them and cultivate more faith in yourself and the universe. Nothing in our lives is mere coincidence. Perhaps the moment of rethinking has come right now, and this video will be your launch pad for a new financial and personal phase. Trust yourself, pay attention to the birth of your unique energy, and the universe will respond in kind. If you've watched this video all the way through, you've already taken a huge step toward unlocking your potential. Remember, your birth date isn't a sentence, but a treasure map that can lead you to financial success and inner harmony. Share your discoveries in the comments. What's your final code, and how do you feel its connection to your life? Click like if you found this information helpful and inspiring. And if we reach 5,000 likes, I'll definitely release a new video explaining how to calculate your financial code through numerology to attract money like a magnet. Subscribe to the channel. There's so much more ahead to help you build the life of your dreams.